Okay, let's clear up some confusion on yarn overs. Yarn overs are one small movement, and this is it. That's it. That's a yarn over. It doesn't include knitting the next stitch or anything else. A yarn over is just that. No more. No less. If your pattern says yarn over and knit the next 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, there you go. It doesn't mean to yarn over the stitch and then knit 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Again, a yarn over is independent of anything else going on around it. If you're going from a knit stitch, I just did a knit stitch, and let's say your pattern says to yarn over, and then you purl the next stitch, yarn over. Well, you're going to bring the yarn all the way around. See, like this, and then purl your stitch. Okay. Pretty easy. If you're going between purl stitches, okay, so you purl a stitch and your yarn's still in front, see, and you're just going to wrap it all the way around, all the way, and between purl stitch. I'm going to purl stitch between a purl stitch and a knit stitch. Well, you just did a purl stitch, ran all to the back, over to the back, and knit the next stitch. Remember, a yarn over is totally independent of any of the stitches before or after. It is a stitch in itself. We'll just think of it that way. Remember, whenever you were started knitting, a lot of people would accidentally get yarn overs. What would happen is they'd go to knit a stitch and they'd miss it. Instead of actually going in it, they'd miss it, and then they'd knit the next stitch, and then you'd end up with this hole in the fabric. So that's all it is. It's like knitting a stitch without knitting a stitch. And then go on. And in between knit, you just over and go. From knit to purl, over, all the way around, purl the next stitch. Pretty easy.